What do you mean? If you're talking about the makeup Snover Spotlight Hour, it's only for certain regions. So basically, the Asia Pacific region is the region that ended up getting stuffed over by the glitches that we had during it. What was it, 2 weeks ago now? So it's, yeah, we're getting a makeup Spotlight Hour today, and it's still Spotlight Hour again tomorrow. So this one won't be for everyone, guys. This one is just for certain people. And to be perfectly honest, I don't really need it. I did actually need it when we were supposed to have the Snover Spotlight Hour, but yeah, I ended up catching 3 of them anyway, even though we had stuffed spawns and it wasn't actually working. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch, and we'll probably end up with another one. And to top it off, it is like 35 degrees, guys. Like, it is really hot. Hey hoy, the Spotlight Hour is active, but only for the Asia Pacific region. So it still needs to be 6 p.m. If you jump onto Twitter, actually, I'll show you guys. It's easier if I just show you. Go to Twitter. Sure. So there. Trying to apologize for the issues that occurred during some portions of Snover Spotlight Hour and Genesect Raid Hour. The affected regions will have the following makeup events. So for this is for the Spotlight Hour. Makeup event for Snover Spotlight Hour will be held January the 11th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Local time for GMT plus 11, GMT plus 12, and GMT plus 13. So it's only 3 time zones that are getting it. So unless you're in one of those time zones, you will not be getting this Spotlight Hour, guys, because this is a makeup for the Snover one that you guys got a few weeks back, but it didn't actually work for us in this region. So that's why we're getting this makeup event. So it's still the same as usual from 6 till 7 p.m. sort of thing. And this was a very impromptu stream. I actually didn't see the notification that this was actual today. But it's too hot to sit in this car, so I'm going to start walking. Even though it's not really going to be any cooler outside, it's, like I said, 35 degrees and not pleasant. It's actually a little bit better out here. At least it's breezy. Alright. So, just quickly check to see if any of these are shiny. So yeah, I went from having no shiny Snovers to having shiny, like 3 shiny Snovers in one event. Hey Gonzalo, welcome. How are you, man? Yeah, our Spotlight Hour that did stuff up, we got it working for like the last 15 minutes of the actual Spotlight Hour, and in that 15 minutes I managed to find 2 shinies, and I had already found a shiny one like 2 hours before that as well, because I came out to actually stream early that day, and yeah, we ended up with multiple shinies. So I don't actually need these, but I thought I'll come out. I spent 13 hours on Twitch yesterday streaming Cyberpunk, so I thought, hey, I may as well come and show my Pokemon community a bit of love. I've been neglecting you guys a little bit recently. I'm sorry about that. But definitely need the water. That was a necessity coming out today. So how did you guys go with your Spotlight Hour your actual Snover Spotlight Hour for the guys that actually had it working? I've been good solo. Like I said, I've been on Twitch a lot lately, doing a lot of Cyberpunk streams. Like I said, I streamed for 13 hours yesterday. I wasn't intending to, but every time I've streamed that game, I've streamed it for excessive periods of time, like 13 or 14 hours. So that's been fun. And tomorrow I will be back on Twitch. I'll actually be streaming some Rust with some of the Ghost Squad and a few other peeps. We call ourselves the Vibe Tribe. So yeah, that should be fun. So unfortunately I can't put the link for the Twitch channel in the description, but if you would like to follow over on Twitch to check that stuff out tomorrow, it's just !Twitch. Just type that the command into the chat. It should pop up for you guys. But yeah, so far I think it's Nick, Holly, me, Yo Friendo. I think Blake might be playing as well, I'm not sure. Dom, which is Nick's cousin, you guys should probably know Dom. And maybe Mars as well, I'm not sure. Paris, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. So, as I was saying before, guys, well, I read out for you guys, this event, this Spotlight Hour, is only for 3 time zones. So GMT plus 11, plus 12, and plus 13. So unless you're in one of those time zones, you won't be getting this Spotlight Hour. This is a makeup Spotlight Hour for the one that we had a few weeks ago. It didn't work for us. So if you got a decent Spotlight Hour that week, don't expect this one, but you will still have your regular Spotlight Hour tomorrow. And what did you... Saw something else pop up. Oh, Rust is coming to Xbox. Can't wait. Honestly, I've never played it. I've been watching some trailers for it recently, and I was like, oh yeah, this looks pretty cool. And then Nick posted up in the Discord the other day, just like, because we've been playing the Forest. He's like, maybe we should get the tribe back together to play some Rust. And then yeah, Holly messaged me today going, hey, we're gonna play tomorrow. It's like, okay, I'm up for that, definitely. I'll download the game tonight. So yeah, I can't wait. It looks good. I'm into those type of like survival building games, so it should be fun. I can actually chuck something in here. What are we gonna put in the gym? Let's put ourselves let's just put a shiny slacking in there, just because why not? We should have put a why not in the gym. Sweet. So, what haven't I checked? So yeah, I'm probably going to be taking this Spotlight Hour fairly easy. Like I said, I already have these shinies now, and it's 35 degrees, so it is so hot. Walking around in this, especially when I wasn't intending to. Like, I didn't go to bed last night until it was like 6:30, 7 a.m, something like that, because I was up so late streaming thing. So yeah, and it was just so hot as well when I did go to bed, and I didn't really sleep. So I'm actually surprised that I've got the energy that I do to actually come out and do this. I still really need to go through and make some room in my bag so I can just start catching stuff again. Because this is, especially when I need the XP these days to start leveling up again. Just the shiny checks. It's just difficult doing shiny checks and catching and that when there's so much in such a limited time. Just easier doing shiny checks. You can't do it because you're in hospital? Oh, that's not good, guess. What's happened? You broke your leg? Dude, seriously? How'd you do that? That's not cool. That sucks majorly. So many things to check. So I didn't really go out during the Snover event. So I didn't get myself a shiny Snivy, unfortunately. But there'll be many a time to try and get a shiny Snivy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I think it was a bit over 1,500 checks for a shiny Snover until I finally got one. And then I got like another 2 within 100 and like another 100 checks. It was on a trampoline, but when it... Sorry. I hate it when it does that. I wish the chat would stay up for longer. You're on a trampoline, but when you bounce and reach the ground of it, your leg wasn't positioned right and snap. Oh, just thinking about that, makes me cringe. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. That's the only bone that I've broken is, surprisingly enough, my elbow. So I did it in style, that's for sure. It's like it wasn't just a simple break of something, like a fracture or something. I was skateboarding back when I was younger, and skateboarding along the road, and I hit a rock, like the rock hit one of the wheels and threw me off forward, and I landed on my arm. And as I landed down on my hand sort of thing, I put my hand down to like brace myself, but I twisted my elbow. And basically I rotated my elbow and popped the bone off the end of one of my arm, like the bones in my arm. So that was not fun. Wheel pipe? What? Yeah, and then after I did that, hey you going, Senai? Welcome. Yeah, after I actually did that, broke the bone in my arm, I spent the night sleeping on it sort of thing, because I didn't realize, I thought I'd just, sprained my elbow. I didn't realize that I'd actually snapped it, but even though I was in incredible amounts of pain. And then went to the hospital the next day and sat in the waiting room for like 8 hours until they finally come out and actually did something about it. I ended up having to have surgery where they basically just dragged my arm and popped the top of the bone back up into the socket, the elbow socket, and just let it heal. That wasn't fun. Being in hospital isn't that bad. I just sit in bed and draw in colour. Yeah, I suppose. Still, I mean, you don't want to be in hospital. You can draw and colour and all that sort of stuff when you're not in hospital. It's all good. You're not late. I only started like 15 minutes ago. And this was a very late organised stream. I didn't realise that I was actually going to be streaming today, guys. It wasn't until about half an hour before this event actually started. I was like, maybe I should check, because I saw one of the other Aussie PokeTubers going live. And it's like, hang on, is that today? Quickly jumped on and checked the notifications on Twitter. I was like, oh, okay, I better quickly organise a stream and come out and do this. So yeah, it's 35 degree heat. I'm wandering around trying to catch an ice type Pokemon. Play Mobile Legends. Honestly, Senai, I don't have time to play other games. It's like between streaming and making Pokemon Go vlogs and stuff like that, and doing stuff on Twitch. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to squeeze like other mobile games in and stuff like that. I keep missing the messages. What if they rename the name Shiny with Gleaming? Yeah. I mean, they could make two different types of shinies sort of thing. Make like regular shinies the way that they are, but then make a separate type of shiny. Because then they could go back and rework some of those really ugly shinies and actually make them nice. Be like, this is the regular shiny, but then this is like the super mega ultra shiny. Or as you say, the gleaming shiny. Because yeah, I mean, there is a lot of really crappy shinies in the game, so... who is my favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite, I would say. I'm not the type of person that really has like favorites and stuff. I just like things. If I like something, I'll watch it. I mean, I don't rank people on top of other people for, you know, I mean, there are people that I enjoy watching more than others, sort of thing, but again, it sort of comes down to that. I've only got limited time, so I can only watch so much. Yeah, it's hard to say. I can say like the people that have most inspired me to do YouTube and stuff like that, which would be, you know, the people that I was talking about before. Trainer Tips Nick, Pokemon Master Holly, Zoe Two Dots. You know, all that awesome crew of people are the ones that, you know, I sort of looked up to get into doing this stuff. They sort of paved the way. But yeah, out of those three, I mean, they're all my friends, so I can't say one of them is, you know, I favorite one of them over the other. It's like they're all my friends. And yeah, I love them all equally. Bros. So yeah, that's the way I look at it anyway. Like the second type of shiny is called a Gamma or something, and it has different colored whiz. Yeah, that would be cool. Because I mean, they already have differences between, you know, stars and squared shinies, and then you've got marked shinies and all that sort of stuff as well. So there's those sort of differences that make ones more valuable over other ones. But I think, yeah, just having a different colored shiny for some things as well just to rework some of the really average looking shinies. Because I mean, if you look at some of the fan like pictures for like shiny remakes and stuff like that, it's like they look awesome. Like if you give shiny Bagon the colors of Mega Charizard X, it actually looks awesome. So you replace the green with black and the red with the blue, and it's just like, yeah, that looks awesome. They should have done that in the first place. Yeah, exactly. Like instead of the green Dragonite, they could go with a nice sort of lightish blue one, sort of to match up more with the pink color of Dratini. And oh, a wild Snorlax. That's not so much a rare spawn these days. I mean, Snorlax is a lot more common than it used to be, but still, a wild Snorlax. So also, unfortunately, the way things are looking with this whole COVID stuff, it's sort of started to spread a little bit in Australia again. It's not looking like we're going to be doing the big Aussie PokeTuber meetup thing for the Kanto event next month, which is, I mean, we're still sort of playing it by ear, but at this point it's not looking good. So, unfortunate, because I was really looking forward to that. Again, I missed the... did I remember the Pokey Flute? It's alright, he's still alive, still awake, I should say. We got a feisty one. He's feisty. He keeps breaking out. Listen, Mr. Feisty, stay in the ball. He's still alive. Shush. I know. I'm running on like 2 hours sleep, guys. Leave me alone. I had a long night streaming Cyberpunk last night, and then a short night's sleep because it was so hot. There we go. And I mean, how many people honestly say, like, instead of fainting a Pokemon, I just killed a Pokemon? Hey, the stats on that are not too bad. That's actually not... It's still only 2 stars, but it's still going to be one of my better ones. I mean, for a Snorlax, that's pretty rare to get one with good stats. So, we're about 20 minutes in. Almost halfway. It's a leaf. What the hell is that over there? Looked like a giant rat or a turd or something. It's like, no, it's just a leaf. So also, it's the bonuses for this one are the same as what they were during the regular one. So it's double Stardust for catching. Which I'm not really taking advantage of, as you can see. You're disgusted by no trainers in Victory Road. Well, what are you going to do about it? Write a letter to your local PM, council member or something like that. Start an online protest. Let the world hear your voice. Tell them you will not stand for this. And it wasn't until the other day, when I was actually looking at my shiny Snovers, that I noticed the difference between the males and the females. It's like one more stripe is brown or white, sort of thing. Like that middle stripe is either white or brown, I should say. Yeah, I never noticed it until the other day when I was like, oh, so there is a difference between. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing much more than the one lap around here. It's way too hot. I should just slow down. Make sure the rest of this lap takes me this last half an hour. Oh. Gee, you guys could feel how hot it is out here. You would appreciate what I'm actually doing. I mean, I'm sure a couple of you guys are at least from, well, I know some of you guys are from India, so you guys know what, like, because I know it's hot, but it's more of a humid heat in India. Here it's more of a dry heat, so it just sucks the moisture out of you. Instead of you sweating in a swamp of just humidity, yeah, you just slowly get sucked dry into your fluids until you're just a husk. It's lovely. I recommend it. Come to Australia, guys. Especially during the summertime. The one upside of it, at least, is the sun is behind clouds. It could be a lot worse. If the sun was actually out, it'd be almost unbearable. There's another thing about Australia is we are actually under the hole in the ozone layer, so the sun is actually more intense here than it is in other parts of the world. I know it sounds like weird, stupid, and a lot of people don't realize it, like tourists and stuff like that. When they come here, you know, we tell them, it's like, guys, trust me, wear sunscreen. You're not used to the sun here. The sun's the same everywhere. It's like, okay. They go out in the sun for like an hour and they come back and they look like tomatoes. So yeah, I should have put sunscreen on before I left, because even though it's cloudy, it actually means the UVs are worse because they get stuck in and keep bouncing backwards and forwards between the cloud layer and the planet's surface, sort of thing. Here you go, guys, giving you a science lesson today. Yeah, Cowboy, right now. So we're halfway through the makeup for Snover Spotlight Hour now. They didn't announce it very well. Like, I didn't even know until like half an hour before the event, because they announced it on Twitter through Niantic support, not the actual Pokemon Go app. And for some reason, I don't get notifications, even though I'm following Niantic support and have notifications and all that sort of stuff turned on. When they do post stuff, I think it just gets lost in amongst all the other tweets, and I don't see it unless I actively go and There is a makeup day because in certain parts of the world, it was GMT 11, well, GMT plus 11, GMT plus 12, and GMT plus 13, which is basically New Zealand, Australia, and sort of Japan time. All of those places, their spotlight hour for Snover didn't work. We had errors during our one, so they gave us the makeup event. So yeah, unfortunately one isn't for everybody, but everybody that isn't in those time zones, you will get your regular spotlight hour on your regular time, so Tuesday. So tomorrow, that's for me tomorrow. Like for me, that is tomorrow, I should say. For you guys, it may be the following day. So it'll be the same time, Tuesday from 6 till 7 p.m. It's very confusing explaining this stuff sometimes. Even when you do it multiple times, because multiple people come in and say, hey, when's this event for me? And it's like, sorry, unless you're in this time zone, it's not a POG. Pog. And welcome, mac and cheese. How you going? Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is good. Don't look so worried, mac and cheese. I'm sorry, but your family is just so delicious. I can't help myself. I mean, nothing's better than, you know, after a long night streaming, you know, you finish up, you're hungry, you know, you just got to go out there and eat some mac and cheese, family. I'm sorry. You just get that mac and cheese craving. Ugh. That's 2:30 a.m. for you. It's perfect mac and cheese time then. It's only 6:33 p.m. for me, as you guys can probably see at the top of the screen. Actually not too bad over this side. The trees are making it a little bit better. It's a little bit more shady. You're out of dino nuggets. Oh no. And are dino nuggets just chicken nuggets that are shaped like dinosaurs? Are they actual dino nuggets? Did they do some Jurassic Park type stuff and, you know, bring dinosaurs back to life just so you could eat them in nugget form? So far, mac and cheese, no shinies for this spotlight hour, but on the spotlight hour that we did originally have for Snover, I got 2 in the 15 minutes that it was working, and 1 earlier that day as well, so I don't actually need any more. Dino chickens. Well, they did say that, you know, chickens and stuff like that, they are some of the closest relatives to dinosaurs. Again, with the science lessons for you guys. Like, chickens are pretty voracious animals. Like, if you were to have a chicken that was the size of what a velociraptor actually was, you'd have to watch out. Like, it would eat you. Like, chickens are, they're mental. They are absolutely mental. Chico Raptor. Before I went streaming, no, not today. My last shiny game. Hello. I think the game froze. My last shiny was actually during the New Year's event. So I got one of the Pikachus wearing a hat. That was my last shiny. I haven't really been out much over the last week hunting, like so far to start off this year. I didn't get out at all during the Unova event, so I didn't get any of the shinies during that. During the 2001 event, you got the shiny Alolan Geodude. Nice. Always nice to get shinies. Did you hatch it from an egg? Because I didn't see any spawning during the wild. I did a bit of hunting for the Pikachu and the Slowpoke during that, but then ended up getting the Pikachu when I got home from hunting one day. I'd spent, a few hours out clicking on every single one that I could find and not getting any shiny luck, and then get home and basically the first one that pops up ends up being shiny. I was like sitting on the couch. I was like, oh. I got a lot of my shinies sitting at home these days. It's funny because I have a really good spawn point at home. Oh, you didn't? Okay. You actually got it in the wild. Nice. Must have been a full odds spawn then, because I can't remember them actually being part of the event. Go ahead, mac and cheese. Fire away. Bug just flew into my face. Just drive by, just boom. Kept going. I'm actually surprised there. I shouldn't jinx myself, but there actually hasn't been many flies down here today. Usually flies are just so bad. Here in Australia in general, that's another thing, guys. If you come here, be prepared for the flies. There's so many bloody flies. During a random Team Rocket thing, Jesse came up and made me sorry, I was missing. Battled me with a shiny Scyther and caught it. Nice. I am still yet to get any of the shinies out of the new Team Rocket, like Jesse and James. I did originally get the Coughing. I got a shiny Shadow Coughing from James, but since then I haven't got any shiny Shadows, unfortunately. But some of the ones that are out now are a little bit average. I was glad because I got the shiny Shadow Coughing and the shiny Shadow Lapras. So they were like the last two shiny Shadow Pokemon that I got. So I can take a bit of a break from them because I was like, yeah, I got my two favorite ones out of the bunch. Is it Shadow Coronavirus? Hey, there is different strains, but some are more virulent than others. So they could be the shadow versions. You've got your regular Corona, then you've got your dark Corona, your shadow Corona, slightly shining Corona, glistening shiny Corona. You can call the normal one common Corona. It's just common. Oh, everybody's got that these days. That common Corona. Well, I'm almost back at the car and there's still like 20 minutes left, so yeah. I'm not really looking forward to walking anymore. It's not too bad down here, like I said, because it is actually a bit shady. I didn't walk slow enough. I'm honestly not expecting to get one. With the amount that it originally took me. I really thought that they weren't going to exist like in my game for a while. Being in hospital, I've drawn a total of 358 Among Us characters. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with you. You're honing your skill. Hey, you never know. You should submit some of that stuff to the actual developers and they might use it. Or they might hire you. You know, they might buy some of your stuff. Use you as a freelance artist. You never know. How you going, Pop Boy? Just for some regions. So normal Spotlight Hour will still be on Tuesday, like regular time sort of thing, from 6 till 7 p.m. This is just a makeup event from the Snover one that wasn't working in certain time zones. Yeah, so basically like New Zealand, Australia, and around Japan, they're, I think, the only 3 areas that are really affected by this. So unless you're in one of those areas of the Asia Pacific region, you're likely not to get this event. Is there only some Among Us hats? Again, I keep missing. Only some Among Us hats draw top hats. You can just try and draw different design characters. Your bro has like 5 shiny Snovers around. Then it's possibly the Snover Spotlight Hour for you. So keep in mind, if you are on the east coast of Australia, there's only 15 minutes of the event left. If you're in Central Australia, there should still be like 45 minutes of the event left. And if you're on the east coast of Australia, or west coast rather, there should only be, actually no, the event won't start for another 2 hours. It's 6:44 for you, so you're in the same time zone as me. So the event should be going right now for you. But like I said, it's only got 15 minutes left for us, unfortunately, so you've missed most of it. But you never know, you could still get a shiny. I mean, when this one was going a few weeks back, when it was bugged out, In the last 15 minutes, when it did actually work, I managed to get 2 shinies. So it's worth having the game open and just clicking on them and checking. Plus, it's also double catch dust, so it's worth catching them if you're trying to build up a bit of dust. Water is good. You're only 7, you play on your bro's mobile? That's okay. You've still got a chance if he's kind enough to let you check a few. If not, there is always tomorrow's Spotlight Hour, because tomorrow will be our regular Spotlight Hour time. And off the top of my head, I can't actually remember what it is. For the Are you turn 8 on the 23rd of Jan? Nice. Well, happy early birthday. You've drawn a zombified skin, a hacker skin, an Australia skin, and a survivor skin. Nice. Well, like I said, you should submit some of that stuff to them, and you never know. They could possibly use it. Again, I keep missing the messages. You may not sound like 7. Because I hear a lot from your bro and he's 13. That's alright. I was the same when I was younger. I had an older sister, so she was 5 years older than me as well. So basically that same gap in age that you and your brother are. So I learnt a lot of stuff early as well. I just got the sudden hankering for some Skittles. I don't know why. For some reason I just thought about Skittles and I was like, I could really go some Skittles right now. I do have to stop at the supermarket on the way home as well, so I think I might get some Skittles. So there's like 12 minutes left. We're basically back at the car. Might keep walking just for a little bit. How long is the live stream going for? Probably only another 15 minutes or so. Because I'll just stream for the rest of this event, and it's also 35 degrees out here, so it's a bit warm to be wandering around for too long. I've only got so much water. I've already gone through most of my water that I've got with me, so yeah, it's way too hot to be walking. But yeah, there's 10 minutes left of the actual Spotlight Hour. You're in Parramatta. Is it hot for you guys today as well? Because I'm down in Melbourne. And it's a scorcher today. It's 35 degrees. Overcast, but still hot as a mo. Very hot. Yeah, I think it's most of the east coast of Australia has just been hit with a big heat wave. which is like this time last week, it was, I think, only 13 degrees in Melbourne. So we've gone from basically having winter weather, like we literally had the heater and that going the other day because it was freezing cold, like just bucketing down rain for like 3 days straight. And now we're bordering like 40-degree weather. So yeah, it's more than double the temperature that it was like a couple, like last week, basically. My throat is dry. Like I said, guys, it is so hot. And I have limited water, so yeah, I can only stay out here talking for so long until I'm gonna die. That was horrible. Yes, I do have Heatran. I was lucky enough to get a shiny Heatran on the very last Heatran raid that I did before it left. I was down in the city with one of my mates, and yeah, we'd sort of been out doing stuff all day. Was it PAX? Might have been PAX. Yeah, I think it was at PAX. And then yeah, we'd sort of finished up for the day and having a drink, and there was like one raid outside the pub, so we did that, and I pulled the shiny. I was just like, oh sweet, this is like the last raid that I was doing before they left. Lucky, very lucky. Again, I missed the other. You're redrawing Zombified, and now it has a cracked mask and a broken backpack. Nice. Have you seen the Zombified Doomslayer? You should use that as some reference, because that's very much like that. It has the cracked visor and backpack, and it's like basically a Zombified Doom. Well, I hope I'm gonna get a shiny Drifloon tomorrow, or even two, because you love it shiny. Well, fingers crossed for you, cute. I hope that you can get your shiny Drifloon tomorrow, and thank you for reminding me of what tomorrow's Spotlight Hour actually is, because I'd forgotten what it was. Me, myself, I don't actually need any more shiny Drifloons. I've been lucky and gotten quite a few during the Halloween events that we've had over the past few years. So I think I've actually got like 3 or 4 of them now. So again, it's going to be one that I'm probably not going to put too much effort into. I'll come out and do it and stream it for you guys and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not going to be too stressed if I don't end up with the shiny. Because there's only so many shinies that you can have. And at this point, I have way too many. Alright, well, there's like 5 minutes left, so I think I'll just start wandering back to the car. You didn't catch any during the Halloween event, so it's definitely cute. Like I said, I hope that you can actually get one or two during the Spotlight Hour. I know not everybody is lucky to get the leave me alone. To get them during the Halloween events and stuff like that. So these are good little things to help. The only thing about them is they don't have boosted shiny odds, so unfortunately it's still difficult to find one. So if we look, we have 1,019 shinies, so I have over 1,000 shinies now. And if I go to my Drifloons, yeah, I have actually 5 shinies now. I haven't evolved one through to Drifloon yet. We've actually had pretty good luck. We've got the 5 shinies. We've got 100% one for Great League PvP. So it was like 100% on the dot. Perfect stats like rank 1 and also a hundo. So yeah, we've actually had really good luck with Drifloon. But again, that's over multiple years, guys. The 100% Drifloon, I'm pretty sure I got before it was even a shiny. So it was just one that I was out, just randomly got it during one of the Halloween events. And the shiny actually took me a long time to get originally. I've just had a lot of luck with it since. Fortunately, most of these ones that are going to be popping up I've probably already clicked on as I was walking back, because I've turned around and I'm walking back to the car. Okay. I'm not actually sure what this is going to be. This is from the... Hey, a topic. I'll take it, I suppose. Is it any good? Hey, Brenton, how you going, man? Welcome to the stream, sort of right near the end, but welcome anyway. 3 stars, but I think we've got better ones. Yeah, I'm just wandering back to the car now. No, unfortunately we didn't get any shiny Snovers today, but we did get a bunch on the day that we were originally supposed to have the Snover Spotlight Hour. I ended up with 3 that day, so you failed miserably too. That's alright. I do actually have a spare one now. Like, it took me 1,500 checks to finally get one, but then we got 3 that day that I actually finally caught one. So less than 100 checks later, I had another 2. I couldn't believe it. I think during the 15 minutes that the Spotlight Hour did work the week before, when we originally had the problems with this, they boosted the shiny odds in that last 15 minutes. Because I can't think of another reason why I ended up with sort of 2 in the space of, like, they were only like 5 or 10 minutes apart from each other. You got a shiny Snover just now? Well done, guest. Dying minute shiny. Well done. You don't know if you told me you got a shiny Bronzor from Frank Addison? Well done. I've had a few shinies like that have just popped up basically as soon as they've become a shiny. Wormpool was one of them. It became a shiny, and the first one that I clicked on after it became a shiny was like a shiny. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take that. I haven't seen another one since, but the very first one I clicked on, I was like, yep, sweet. That's my shiny hunt done. Most of my shiny hunts, it takes hundreds, if not thousands of checks. I've had it happen a few times. It's not a regular occurrence, but it is definitely nice when it happens. I had it happen with my very first shiny in Sword and Shield. It was a shiny Duskull. It was the very first encounter with Duskull, and I didn't have the shiny charm, and I was trying to avoid it. I was just riding on the bike. I was trying to just ride around it, and I ended up bumping into it, and it was a shiny. I was just like, dude, no way. It's like a first encounter full odds shiny. The odds of that happening are like astronomically low. And that is it. Yeah, full odds. I couldn't believe it. For my first shiny in Sword and Shield, I was like, that is the score. Alright. Oh, back in the car, it was actually nicer out there. It's hot in here. I'll have to... No, radio is down. Yeah, I'll have to turn the air conditioner on as soon as I possibly can. Just wind down the window for now. It's an oven in here. Alright, guys. You just got a Slowpoke 2011 encounters and and Sword and Shield. So I was like, what? Yeah, Sword and Shield. Like, what is that word? You just finished Zombified 2.0. Are you in the Discord server? Because if you are, there is an art room there. So yeah, I can't remember whether or not you're in the server or not. Post your stuff up in there so everyone can actually see it. So if you want the link to the Discord server, it's just !Discord. Just type that into the chat and the link should pop up for you. But yeah, it gives you something to do. Since you're going to be in hospital and you're going to be doing a lot of drawing, you can actually show some people this stuff. And there's a lot of the other guys in the server do a lot of artwork type of stuff as well. So everybody's always admiring and, you know, giving kudos to everybody's other stuff. You can't get Discord, but I can share it on your TikTok if you want. I'm not on TikTok, unfortunately. I think I'm too old for TikTok. So I don't have a TikTok account, and I don't plan on making one. My bag is full. Alright, last couple of messages. So, anything I missed? A stupid autocorrect. That's alright. Alright, yeah, it's too hot to keep sitting here in the car because there's no breeze coming through, so it's just an oven. I do a dance on TikTok. No. I'm way past that one, I think. I'm too young to be on Facebook and I'm too old to be on TikTok. I'm in that in-between state of life where it's just like I'm on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. All right, guys, and sort of Instagram every now and again. Deal with it. And Discord. So I'm on a lot of things, but yeah, there are some things I'm not on. You wish you're allowed to get Discord. Discord's good. Like, honestly, if it's something that you should explain to your parents, that it's not like other social medias, like Facebook and all that sort of stuff. So it's not just bombarded with a whole bunch of nasty people that are going to be saying stuff. If you are on Discord, you're usually joining, you know, servers like my server where everybody's, you know, friendly, helpful. Nobody's, you know, gonna call you names or show you inappropriate things and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a safe environment for younger people to be in, is sort of what I'm getting at. So, all right. I'll be streaming again tomorrow for multiple things, hopefully. Depends on how we go. So early tomorrow on Twitch, I will be streaming. So 10 a.m. Australian time, so Eastern Standard Time in Australia. It'll be like 10 a.m. hopefully. We do supposedly have power out in the morning, so it might not be starting at 10 a.m. I might be starting closer to 11 a.m. I don't know. I have no control over it. I don't know when I will be starting, but that'll be on Twitch, and I'll be streaming Rust with some of the Go Squad and a couple of other people. We are the Vibe Tribe. We are awesome people, and we're gonna build stuff and explore things and do a whole bunch of cool stuff. So that'll be from sort of 10 a.m., 11 a.m.-ish tomorrow, hopefully for most of the day, and then depending on how that goes, I might be out for Drifloom Spotlight Hour tomorrow. If not, I might just do it from home during that stream, but that'll again be on Twitch, guys, unfortunately. So I apologize for you guys that don't have a Twitch account or anything like that. You can still watch on Twitch. You don't have to have an account. It just means that you can't actually chat and stuff. So still feel free to drop by if you know, want to watch and all that sort of stuff. You seeing Roblox age plus? Again, messages, they disappear too quickly. Seeing Roblox for age plus 12, bro, me seeing 5-year-olds playing this. Dude, when I was a little kid, around the ages of, what would it have been? Probably would have been about 10, maybe younger, 9 or 10. That was when GTA was first released, like the original GTAs, not the open world versions that you guys know. Okay, my phone is overheating, so I have to unplug that from, it's not charging, but that's okay, we've got enough battery. So yeah, the sort of top-down bird's eye view old school versions of GTA, they came out when I was a kid. I used to play that stuff. I was a naughty kid. I used to play games that I shouldn't have been playing, like MA rated games, and I was only like 10 years old. And now look at me. I'm a good influence to children, not a horrible influence. So yeah, anyway, whole ramble about the Twitch thing that's happening tomorrow. Yeah, depending on how long that goes and what we're doing and how long everybody wants to play and all that sort of stuff, I may end up doing Spotlight Hour here on YouTube. No promises, but if I do, you guys will know on Discord and all that sort of stuff beforehand. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you for showing support and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, probably sometime during the week, because it's the what is it? The Hoenn event. One of the events. I can't remember which event it is. Too many events going on. So yeah, that starts tomorrow actually. So I'll be out for that, doing stuff for that during the week as well. So, all right, guys, thank you very much. I will see you guys sometime during the week. Bye. That's the one.